Hi, in this tutorial I continue with the Bezier tool, and with this tool we can draw curves and straight lines. Keyboard shortcut Shift plus F6. We have 4 different modes here. By default we are this one, create regular Bezier path, and the way we create or start a path is just click, and if I immediately release the mouse button I'll have a line segment or a straight line. If I click, hold down the mouse button and start dragging, I'll create these handles and a curve segment. I can also click, hold down the shift key and drag only one handle, and I'll create a corner node. Now I already talked about what is this when I discussed the edit path by nodes tool. Now to finish this path with the Bezier tool you need to click enter. You can also do that by double clicking with your mouse, but you may create 2 nodes on top of each other, and I recommend using the enter key when you're finishing a path. Now another thing you can do is grab the select and transform tool. This path becomes selected, and now I'm going to hold down the shift key, grab the Bezier tool, create another path here, and I can append this path to this one, mouse over this node here and just click, and I'm holding down the shift key, and you see how this works. Now let's delete this. Another thing you can do is hold down the control key to snap angle. Also, if I click here, drag these handles, I can also snap them to angle. You see how this works? We can escape this with the escape key and move to the next mode, create spiral path. And here when I click the enter key to finish this, you see that automatically I have created this spiral path, and I can go to this tool, and if I have this option on, I can see the original path. Like I said, I already talked about this tool in previous tutorials, discussed all these options here, different types of nodes and things we can do to edit a path that we have created with the Bezier tool or with another object here. Now let's delete this, go back to the Bezier tool and move to the next mode here. With this mode we can create a sequence of straight line segments. Now this is useful to make sure that you are not going to drag by accident and create a curve, because you just can't do this here. You cannot drag. Right now I'm holding down the mouse and I'm dragging and nothing is happening. Now the other mode here will allow you to create a sequence of paraxial line segments. Now this one can come in handy in some situations depending on what kind of graphics you're creating. Let's click here, and you see now I can't move up or down, I can only move left or right. If I click here, now I can't move left or right, I only can move up or down. Let's delete this, go back to this mode, and here shape by default it's none. If I select triangle in and I create something simple here like this, notice that with this option the way we start the path is with the thick black line here, and the more we go to the end the more the line becomes less and less thick and it fades out. Now with triangle out here it's the opposite. You see that we start with a very pale line here, black line, and we go to thicker black line here. This ellipse, you see that it's thicker in the middle and less thicker in both ends. And the last one here from clipboard, we can create any kind of shape. For example, I'm going to create a circle here. Go to path, object to path, and now with the Control C to copy this to the clipboard, go back to the Bezier tool and create another path here, and you see the shape that we get. You can try this with a star, for example. Control C. You see what kind of shape we have now. So these different shapes here can be very useful when we are using this tool to draw graphics in Inkscape. And something I missed here, if we select this mold, hold down the control key, we can create single dots. You can see here. So that's it for this tool. I hope this tutorial helped, and if it did, subscribe, like the video. Bye.